Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, bringing you a Hearthstone video featuring Midrange Paladin. Now, this is a deck featured by StrifeCro, played on his stream, and I thought I'd give it a go. Now, quick history lesson. Midrange Paladin has always been a relatively powerful deck. Not always the most popular of decks, though. Secrets Paladin from TGT has sort of been the big sticking point for Paladin recently, the most popular deck for Paladin. And prior to TGT, Aggro Paladin was incredibly popular. So, yeah, Midrange Paladin was played, but now that TGT has come out, I feel it's a deck that's a little bit more popular on the ladder. Now, let's just go back in time. GVG came out last Christmas and it gave Midrange Paladin the Shielded Minibot, Muster for Battle and Quartermaster. Very, very effective cards. Shielded Minibot, incredibly strong early game. Divine Shield means that you need to usually hit into it twice to get rid of it. Muster for Battle with the Quartermaster combo is absolutely devastating if you can pull it off. So even going back as far as December, Midrange Paladin was quite strong. And now, of course, with TGT, you've got Justicar Trueheart, which allows you to flood the board with Silverhand recruits, which, of course, then synergizes with the Quartermaster, allowing you to really hammer your opponent down with those, essentially those 3/3 Silverhand recruits, as opposed to them being 1/1s. So that is quite significant. And Murloc Knight, a very, very interesting card. Very well, a huge amount of fun to play and very effective as well. Again, gives you significant board presence, especially if it's not removed. So, yeah, we're going to give this deck a try. StrifeCro did very, very well with it on his stream. Of course, StrifeCro is a world-class pro. I'm nowhere near as good as StrifeCro, but I saw him playing it and I was really interested in watching his games, and I was quite amazed at, his skill levels and the decisions he was making. He was very, very good. And I thought, well, let's give this deck a try. He was doing very well with it on the ladder. Can I replicate his success? That's the question here. There are a couple of interesting tech choices here. This version of the deck runs Lower Theb instead of Harrison Jones. Okay, so that's interesting. Also, this deck only runs one copy of Murloc Knight. So a question we need to ask ourselves is, should I be putting in 2 copies rather than 1? And there is only 1 Zombie Chow too. Other mid-range paladins will run 2 Zombie Chows. I'm not a fan of 2 Chows because they are a liability in the late game where they can return health to your opponent, and that's not what you want to do when you're trying to kill them. So, I use this deck to go from rank 11 to rank 8, and that's what's showcased in this video over a week, roughly. Actually, last 2 days, I got to rank 7, and then eventually, this morning, actually, got to rank 5, which is my highest rank ever. Now, I'll admit, towards the end there, going from 6 to 5, I had to use a little bit of mid-range hunter, but generally speaking, most of my ranking up this season, going from rank 11 upwards or onwards, has been done using this mid-range paladin, and it is incredibly strong, a lot of fun to play, but it requires a lot of skill, and that's where StrifeCro's experience comes in, making the right calls, the right decisions. I'm not as skilled as StrifeCro, but I'll do the best that I can. So I'd like to showcase a selection of games that I was quite happy with. Going from rank 11 to 8 in this particular video, and these games were recorded over a period of about a week. So, I don't have huge amounts of time to play, but when I do play, I like to make the most of it. Those of you that follow my channel will know that I'm pretty much an arena player for the most part, but I've been dabbling in a lot more constructed games recently, and I've been having a lot of fun. So this game here is joined in progress. It's a handlock. You can tell by the ancient watchers who are sitting there just watching. They can't attack, but they are taunted up. But I've got to clear them. So True Silver Champion goes in, and The double shielded mini-bot start is very, very strong. I alluded to this earlier. You know, the divine shield on the mini-bot will usually mean you need 2 attacks in order to take them down. And that is very, very strong. Very, very strong indeed. He's wasting a mortal coil there to remove the shield, not drawing a card from it. So already these mini-bots have gained me tremendous value, and I'm quite pleased with that. Now the question here is, how do I clear the last Ancient Watcher? Do I attack with the weapon and the mini-bot, or do I just use Consecration here? Usually with decks like Midrange Paladin, there are multiple ways of doing things. There's no one correct way. There are multiple ways. I mean, I could attack with the True Silver and then play Coghammer to get Divine Shield back on the mini-bot and attack in. But I'm going to use Consecration because it kills the Sun Fury Protector as well. And I want to keep a minion alive on the board, so I'm going to keep the mini-bot alive and well there. Okay, it doesn't have its shield, but it is some board presence. Now, of course, against a handlock, it isn't particularly good board presence because they play big minions. So the 2/2 mini-bot, they're contesting a 4/4 Drake. That's pretty scary. So I think I've got to play the Coghammer here, and I've got to clear the Drake because it's got spell power on it, and you know, handlocks, they will play cards like Hellfire, Dark Bomb, Shadow Flame. I don't want to give him spell power, so I want to get rid of the Drake. It's priority. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. I mean, I could have played Aldor Peacekeeper and then attacked in with the weapon just to save a little bit of damage to my face, but I need to save the Peacekeeper for the Giants and for the other big bombs that Handlock's going to play. Now he's tapping, he's searching, and he didn't play a card. I find that absolutely fascinating. Why did he not play a card? What has he got in his hand? I'm suspecting... Oh wow! The Murloc Legendary with charge. Wow. I'm suspecting Shadow Flame, and he wants to put a minion down and Shadow Flame my board. He's probably got a Molten Giant sitting in there. He wants me to get his health total right down. He'll play Molten Giants, taunt them up, and then Shadow Flame my board down. Here, I was debating how far to get the Warlock down to. You see, at 15, his Molten Giants cost 5. So I don't want to go below 15, because then they become really cheap, and he can play multiple Molten Giants on the board. I really don't want that. So made the decision, the conscious decision there, to get him down to 15 and stop. Wow, Siphon Soul on the Murloc Knight. You don't see that card played very often. A lot of handlocks have taken out Siphon Soul from their decks, thinking perhaps, you know, at 6 cost, it's quite slow. Yeah, sure, it kills a minion, but it only gets you a very small amount of health back. Anyway, I have a significant board presence here, but I'm going to make the conscious decision just to get him down to 15 and stop there. I'm fearing those Molten Giants. Now, some of you who are watching this video could argue this is a mistake and say, well, actually, I should get him down much further. I should get him down much further. I should, you know, I should take him right down and risk it all, because he may not have Molten Giants, and if he doesn't have them, I'm okay potentially. But there's the Mountain Giant, and there's Defender of Argus. Okay. But look at my hand. I have all of the tools to take down his giants. I've actually got 4 tools in my hand to take them down. There's Double Equality, there's the BGH, which I've just used, and there's Aldor Peacekeeper, which will negate the power of his giants. And actually, this is lethal. There we go. So actually, I think holding back there was beneficial, because if I'd taken him right the way down in terms of health, his giants would cost 0. And he'd play all of his giants, all of his Molten Giants, both of them, taunt them up, and play the Mountain Giant, and probably Shadow Flame as well, and then I potentially lose the game. So by just keeping him at 15 until I had lethal, I think that was the right decision. Okay, let's move in. Let's look at another game. Oh, this is a priest. Now, you know, quite a different dynamic here comparative to Handlock. Handlock was all about the warlock tapping, and then playing those big bombs that you've got to deal with. With priest, you're not really sure what to expect. If it's dragon priest, we can expect some early minions, aggressive minions to get played. You know, if it's control priest, well, who knows? Dragon Priest is quite predictable. They run a lot of the same standard cards, usually involving dragons. So once we get a hint of what it is, if it is Dragon Priest, we'll know what to expect. If it's Control Priest, though, there are lots of cards you can swap in and out of the Control Priest deck, and it's not always clear what to expect. Okay, Shadow Word Pain. He had to have that in his hand. Of course he did. And that's put me at a disadvantage there. I've lost my Knife Juggler, which is really unfortunate. Now, I just played a Silverhand Recruit. I know there are other players who would play the Aldor Peacekeeper, a tempo Aldor Peacekeeper. I'm going to avoid that because I want to save it for something bigger. This is Dragon Priest because the Wormrest Agent was played there, and he's buffed it up, and well, I can't kill it. I can't kill it, and this is going to be a really, really awkward game now, I think, because he has the initiative on the board there. That 2/6, I could True Silver, but that's 4 damage, plus the 1/1 is 5. It's not enough. But I'm going to make a start, and I'm going to start attacking it. But he has the initiative now. He's in control. He's dictating what happens next, and I'm reacting to his plays. So, not the best start. Not the best start. Wow, there's the taunt. Okay, there's the other taunt, I should say, sorry. So the 3/6. His board now looking very, very threatening. Very, very threatening. I mean, it doesn't seem threatening when you look at it, but it's a priest who can heal his minions, buff his minions. That's why it's threatening. And they're taunt minions too. So we're going to force his taunts there. The Twilight Guardian, we're going to force it to follow the rules, bring its health down to 1. Bit of a waste, really, of the Aldor Peacekeeper. You probably want to use it on something with higher attack power, but I have no choice, I think, that I have to play it. But there's the buffs that I'm talking about. You know, Valen's Chosen, ridiculously strong. Look at the health total on the Twilight Guardian. It has 9 health and it's injured. It means he can still heal it up. How do I come back from this now, really? I mean, I'm just going to play whatever I can here. Notice that I didn't play the Shielded Minibot. I summoned a Silverhand Recruit. It's because I'm setting up for Quartermaster. If I can play Quartermaster on the next turn, I can take down his Twilight Guardian. Because I'll have enough attack. I was expecting a Holy Nova. Thankfully, there wasn't a Holy Nova. If he'd played Holy Nova, I would have lost this game for sure. So what's he doing? He's coining. Coining a heal. Okay. He thinks his Twilight Guardian is safe. Well, I can play the Quartermaster here and buff up my Silverhand Recruits to make them 3/3s. So, we can do quite a bit. Or instead though, I mean, the owl there seems better to begin with, because I could have played Hero Power Quartermaster. Instead I played Owl Quartermaster, and this is the reason why. Look at what happens now. I attack in, my Silverhand Recruit survives. If I'd not owled down the Twilight Guardian, because it had 3 attack, so if I'd not silenced it, my recruits that attacked in, they all would have died. The two that attacked him would have died. So by playing the Owl, I'm preserving their health. Of course, if he has Holy Nova, or Light Bomb, it was all for nothing. Yeah, it was all for nothing because he had Light Bomb. But look, there's my saviour, the Murloc Knight.
Reporting for duty. Duty call.
Okay, not the best Murloc to summon there, but this is not bad. This is not bad. We have board presence. But look, he's still at 25 health. That's pretty ridiculous. This game is far from over.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
I was considering Sylvanas. But Sylvanas, I was going to say Sylvanas on an empty board is vulnerable to Shadow Word Death, so she'll steal nothing. This is a better board to play Sylvanas on, if I play her, because there are minions to steal. But here's the question. I've got 9 mana. How do I spend it? Hero Power Sylvanas? Hero Power Mini-bots? Anti-kill bot? Let's see what we get. Okay, that Murloc's not bad if it survives. If it survives. Because it'll buff itself up when I summon other Murlocs. Now, instead of playing the heal bot, I don't feel threatened here at 19. I mean, what kind of burst is the priest really going to do? So let's use the weapon to clear.
Move quickly. Duty call.
We're going to take down his minions. We're going to clear the board. And Light Bomb here doesn't do much for him if he's got it. Holy Nova does some work, but the Murloc Knight survives. But there's another Twilight Guardian, so he's going to taunt up. And there's Loetheb. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I don't have any spells in my hand anyway. So let's see what Murloc we get. Ooh, that's a good one. I can start drawing cards. Tremendous. Okay, just got to decide on how we go about doing this then. Do I want to keep my 2/2 alive, that Murloc? Do I want to keep it alive, or do I want to sacrifice it and draw a card? Ooh, decisions, you see, decisions. I'm going to attack him, though, with the Murloc Knight. Because what I can now do is use the weapon. What I'm trying to do there is preserve as much of my board as possible. See, I value drawing here. That's what I value doing. And you know what? Next turn, I don't mind sacrificing my Murloc Knight if it will draw me another card. Because at this point, I feel, you know, I can hero power next turn, summon another Murloc. If I have to sacrifice the Murloc Knight, I sacrifice it. It's fine. If he Holy Novas, fine. You see, this is okay. He's going to kill it, but he's going to draw me a card. And I'm really valuing card draw here over anything else. Really, because there's a real danger of me playing out my entire hand and then having to top deck on cards. And that's not good against the priest. So I was just valuing the card draw there. Happy to sacrifice my Murloc Knight. Of course, in a situation like this, perhaps running a second Murloc Knight would be of value. Gosh, that's a terrible drop from the Shredder. But yeah, perhaps in situations like this, you know, if I can then follow up with a second Murloc Knight, I can go back to flooding my board with Murlocs again, and it's so good. But this version of the deck that StrifeCro was playing only runs one copy of the Murloc Knight.
Is someone injured?
Interesting. He's in a bit of a pickle here. That 2/4 taunt is going to do nothing against my board. I mean, what he could be setting me up for is Holy Nova, or another Light Bomb. I need to be absolutely conscious of this. So, if he Holy Novas, 2 minions survive. Yeah, 2 minions survive. And that's why I'm going to hold back. I'm not going to play the Juggler. I'm not going to play Muster for Battle. I'm going to hold back on all of those cards. I'm not going to play Sylvanas either because I'm scared of Light Bomb.
The damned stand ready.
Interesting. Very interesting. Wow. Well, that does nothing for him, actually, because it's got full health. I can kill that very easily. I'm going to have Consecration. Oh gosh, I've got so many options here. Once again, mid-range Paladin, lots of cards in hand, lots of cards on board, so many options on how you go about doing your business. So what I need to do here is kill the Dark Cultist last, kill his legendary first. Now, what I'm doing here, you'll notice, is I'm preserving the mini-bot shield, because I'm scared of Holy Nova, and I'm scared of Light Bomb, and I'm preserving my 2/4, because the mini-bot and the 2/4 Murloc are both sort of resistant to Holy Nova, they survive Light Bomb. I'm playing the Juggler, though, just for some board presence, but holding back on Muster for Battle. And that's why I'm holding back on Muster for Battle. Because of that card, cards like that. Chillmore, if he has a dragon in hand, when Chillmore dies, he'll do damage to my entire board. So, good thing I didn't play Muster there. It's a very heads-up play, I think. But Chillmore has 8 health. So, can I kill him? 5? Yeah, I can. But I've got to throw everything in. The question is, does he have a dragon in hand? That's the question. I can't gamble with that. That's why I'm not going to play Muster for Battle until I kill Chillmore. Wow, he actually doesn't have a dragon in hand, so the Death Rattle AoE effect did not go off. So in theory, I could have played Juggler Muster and got some efficient trades with juggles there. But okay, that's fine. I'm still going to respect the notion of Holy Nova, and I'm still going to respect the notion of Light Bomb, and therefore I'm not going to play Muster. So mid-range Paladin, a lot of thinking involved, a lot of strategizing. You know, don't play certain cards until you've seen your opponent play cards. It's really interesting. Now, he just killed Loatheb, but that took up his entire turn, which is tremendous. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw. Not the most effective heal there, only heal for 7 rather than 8, but look at what's just landed in my hand. Tyrion. And a Quartermaster. So this is looking great. I have board advantage, I have card advantage in my hand. Tremendous. Now he's healing, he's not playing anything. No, there must be a Light Bomb or a Holy Nova in that hand. So what I'm going to do here, we've got 10 mana. Look, we've got double Muster for Battle. That's insane. Wow. So, I'm still respecting Light Bomb by not playing Quartermaster there. If he uses a Light Bomb here, I'll play Quartermaster and Muster on the next turn.
Is someone injured?
So let's see what he's got. Let's see. Oh, Holy Nova. Okay. So if he doesn't have Light Bomb in hand, I probably should have played Muster for Battle last turn. But that's hindsight, and as we know, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Yeah.
Put your faith in the light.
Put your faith in the light. It's Tyrion. Right, deal with that. Even if you cast Shadow Word Death on Tyrion, I get the Ashbringer, which is a 5 attack weapon with 3 charge. That's really, really good. So, and you know, it'll do 15 damage across 3 turns. So that's significant. The priest appears to be running out of steam. No, Ysera. Right, he's not running out of steam, and I don't have equality. Dear, this could be a problem. Oh, actually, is it really a problem? Look at my hand. I don't think it's a problem. See, now the decision has to be made. Do I go face, or do I trade? I'm going to trade, because I don't have lethal. So I'm just going to get rid of what I can. Now, the priest is going to kill Tyrion, but I'll get the Ashbringer, which is fine. And I've got a tremendous presence on the board. Although a second Light Bomb, oh dear, Light Bomb could be a problem here. But my hand is ridiculously strong regardless. So if I see a Light Bomb, oh no, that's it. He doesn't have it. And there we go. So, An interesting game, as you can see, quite different to the handlock game, but very interesting regardless. So playing around Holy Nova, Light Bomb there, not overcommitting to the board, because if you overcommit they clear your board. So very interesting.
Uther versus Rexar.
And this game's against a Hunter. So we've gone from Handlock to Dragon Priest to Hunter. Another very different game. This game is all about survival. And I'm not happy with the opening hand. I really wanted Zombie Chow in Shielded Minibot. In fact, this opening hand could lose me the game. My record against Hunters is not great. No, my record against mid-range Hunters is very good. My record against Face Hunters is very poor. Because Face Hunters, well, they're just too aggressive, and at times this deck can be quite slow. Damn. Do you know what? If I've got the Juggler Muster combo, many would argue that's just a game winner straight away. But he had the presence of mind to cast Quick Shot to kill my Juggler, knowing that turn 3 I would probably have Muster for battle. So he used Quick Shot there. That's a great play. We still don't know if this is a Face Hunter though, or a mid-range Hunter, because Animal Companion there and Quick Shot are played in both decks. Anyway, Equality here, I think, is a reasonably good play. It's better than the Shredder because I get to kill the bear. Yeah, I take 4 damage, but I deal some damage to him, and I keep a board presence there. And look at what I'm setting up for. I'm setting up for Quartermaster on the next turn. Now, the Hunter may be smart and think, ooh, I could play Explosive Trap here. Yeah, sure, you play an Explosive Trap, I'll play Quartermaster, and my Silverhand recruits will survive. Well, he plays the Shredder. Now, 2 arms. Here we go. So, how much damage have we got? 12, 13. It's not lethal, so I need to trade. Let's see what happens. That's okay. I'll trade again. Trading is good. You don't want to leave him with minions on the board, especially when it's turn 5. And guess what? I'm at 26 health. Now, if this was a Face Hunter, you'd expect to be half dead by now, but this looks like a mid-range Hunter to me. Because we're not seeing those Leper Gnomes, those Worgen Infiltrators. We're not seeing those Face Hunter style cards, so it looks like mid-range, and I'm happier dealing with mid-range than I am with Face Hunter. Right, Murloc Knight, give me something good. Oh, there he is again. There's Murkai, there's the legendary. That's the second time we've had that. Tremendous. So, old Murkai there, really helping us out. And there's the trap. Well, if it's explosive, it does nothing. If it's freezing, it also does nothing. He's dead. Honestly, he's dead. Let's attack with the least offensive minion. Yeah, let's bring that back to our hand. And let's just win. What do we get now? Ooh, 5 attack. Oh, okay, he concedes. Denying me my fun there with my Murloc. Yeah, and there's another game, and yeah, Hunter. Interesting. Okay, so heading into our next game now. And our next game... Paladin. Interesting.
I will fight with honor.
Not just any Paladin, is that a golden Paladin? I believe so. Alright, this could be quite tough. So the opening hand here, we're going to keep Muster because it's early game. Shielded Minibot, that's one really good piece of early game that we're looking for. No Zombie Chow though, which is unfortunate. I guess it's the drawback of running 1 Zombie Chow. If you run 2, I guess you're more likely to draw into one of them in the opening hand. Double Muster. I'm making the decision here not to coin out the mini-bot because we don't have a turn 2 card. The problem with that decision is look at him, he's flooding the board. I could already be dead, actually, just looking at the board state. Actually, I take back what I said. I take it all back. Consecration is going to save me, so it's fine. Now, what will be interesting here is, it'll be interesting to see if he trades. Argent Squire, very strong because of the Divine Shield. It's not turn 4, so he can't play Blessing of Kings. I need to pop those shields. Oh, what?
Not on.
Oh, right, okay. 3 Divine Shields now. And he's not trading, of course. Of course he's not trading. Now, I mentioned earlier that I could have lost this game because that kind of aggressive start, if you can't counter it, you're essentially dead. Consecration will let me counter this, though. It will let me do so, but I'm going to end up having to trade in minions to make it happen. And that's going to be pretty awkward. But look at his hand, he only has 1 card left in hand there. I have card advantage in my hand, and if I pull off the Consecration, I'll have board advantage too. But of course, Consecration is turn 4, this is only turn 3. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade... No, I'm going to use the weapon first, and then I'm going to trade.
The battle. The battle. Quickly.
I'm thinking about another muster here. Yeah. All I'm worried about, though, is him having Consecration. That'll be pretty bad. No! He doesn't have it! He doesn't have Consecration, right. His board is about to get wrecked. His board is about to get absolutely wrecked. No, don't trade. Go face. Why are you trading? He decided to kill off my minions there, which is unfortunate. Because now I've got nothing developed on my board. So, however, I've got options for my future turns. He doesn't have any options at all.
Reporting for duty.
What's that card he's holding? What is it? I'm curious. Now, unfortunately, I've used both Muster for Battle, so Quartermaster's not going to get value anytime soon. But that's okay. I'll start building up a board of Silverhand recruits, and then I'll play Justicar, and then I'll play the Quartermaster. So, yeah, eventually Quartermaster will get value. Yeah.
Don't worry, loves. The
Okay, charging horsey. What's he going to do with it? Go face with it? I want to know what that card is that he's holding. Yeah, of course you're going face. Okay. So...
For justice.
Weapons ready.
Right. Kill the charging horsey. And then what? Justicar. Is that the play, or do I want to use the heal bot? Am I afraid of dying? Or do I just make mini-bot stronger with Coghammer?
Let me think.
So many decisions here. So many decisions. I think this is pretty strong. I'm not afraid of dying at this point.
Quickly.
And we're going to play the juggler. Sure, why not? I mean, the only... Oh gosh, Blessing of Kings. So that's what he was holding. The only problem, of course, is I'm at 11 health. He's at 23. And he's loading up his board. And I don't have Consecration. That could be a problem. Follow the rules on his Silverhand recruit. Ooh, that juggle was pretty good. Right, let's try and get another juggle. Go on, you can do it. Oh,
For justice.
Okay, I'm nearly dead. I'm nearly dead. Maybe I should have played the heal bot. I don't know. Alright, he's going face. He thinks he's going to kill me. This is what I live for in Hearthstone. Such a good feeling. Your opponent thinks you're nearly dead,
Reporting for duty.
and then you surprise them with a heal bot. Need to think about the trades though as well. Do I use the weapon to kill the 1/1? Let's play the heal bot first. Right, back up to 11. Oh. Alright, come on. Juggle.
Reporting for duty.
Yes. Tremendous. Right. And that is more or less game. He can't kill me. Okay, well, he's got 4 in the weapon there. He'd need something else, something ridiculous that can do 7 damage. No, that's not going to do it.
Well played.
That's it. So this Paladin, quite an aggressive variant of Paladin. You know, we've talked about Secrets Paladin, we talked about Midrange Paladin, but there's also this aggressive variant of Paladin, you know, that runs the Leper Gnomes and the aggressive early cards. Interesting. So, yeah, rank 10, that's not bad. Very, very strong deck. Yeah, we've seen a variety of games then. You know, we've seen the Handlock game, we've seen the Dragon Priest game, we've seen Hunter, we've seen Aggro Paladin, or I guess, was that an Aggro Paladin, or was that sort of a mid-range Paladin running aggro cards? Anyway, so all in all, tremendously effective deck. We're only halfway through our video at this point, so we are going to be showcasing a few more games, going up to rank 8, as I said, in this particular video. But remember, this deck this could take you to legend. I was able to get to rank 5 this morning using this deck, along with a little bit of help from Midrange Hunter. But yeah, it was very effective. We're joining another game now in progress. This is a rank 10 game, and it's against a Hunter. Just showcasing there some of the earlier plays.
Reporting for justice.
Deciding there not to equip the True Silver Champion. I'm just going to keep my Light's Justice equipped there and just summon a dude and go face. Or, sorry, summon a Silverhand Recruit. I like to call them dudes. It's easier. But, okay, what does the Hunter have? Ooh, Strangleform Tiger. So this is a mid-range Hunter then. Interesting. And there is the power of mid-range Hunter. Oh, sorry, of Strangleform Tiger. It's stealthed. I can't target it. You see, I'd consider using Equality here, or even using Aldor Peacekeeper, but I can't. So I'm actually struggling with what to do here, because I can't target that tiger. It has stealth, and it's why it's such a good minion. Anyway, if in doubt, go face. If in doubt, equip a weapon and go, equip a stronger weapon and go face. So using the True Silver there, actually to replace my Light's Justice. In the end, I thought, well, actually, yeah, Light's Justice, 1 attack. No, if I'm racing the Hunter now, we need the True Silver Champion. So, yeah, racing him down. I'm at 29, he's at 17. And I have Equality, so I don't care what he does. Wow, he's actually killing the Silverhand Recruits. And look, that's why you kill the Silverhand Recruits, because Quartermaster comes into your hand and is absolutely devastating. So smart play, smart play. Right, welcome to the Grand Tournament, says Justicar. Now, This game is about to be taken to a whole nother level. Justicar Trueheart giving me double Silverhand recruits there, so 2 recruits rather than 1. And look, the Quartermaster is in the hand, so I am going to get value from this now. I am going to get value. Now, there's the weapon. He's going face, he's not tanking Justicar. He knows if he tanks her, well, it's not a winning play. He needs to do damage to my face. And he's hoping I attack in because it's Freezing Trap, of course. He gets the double charge on the bow. That's smart.
Reporting for duty. To arms, men.
But look what I just did. I've essentially done a mini muster for battle. For 2 mana, summon 2 recruits because of Justicar, and then play the Quartermaster just to get board presence. And he's still not trading. Wow. Or attacking my minions. He's just going face. How much damage does he have? Well, he has enough to scare me. So I'm going to use Aldor Peacekeeper here, I think. Or do I need to? Should I just use Equality? You see, so many decisions. No. Follow the rules is better. Let's use the Aldor. Now, let's us consecrate, and we will see where the bombs lie.
The battle.
Yeah. But we attack first, and then consecrate, just in case our minions die. Oh, 1 bomb, 2 bombs. Oh, look at that. Quartermaster tanked those bombs, and he's still alive. And the hunter's not happy. He says, I will hunt you down. He's really not happy. There's Flare. Now, the hunter was wishing that I was a Secrets Paladin. Clearly, I'm not a Secrets Paladin. I'm a mid-range Paladin, so Flare is useless there. There's another secret, though. If it's Explosive Trap, it doesn't matter. My minions all survive. If it's Freezing Trap, it also doesn't matter because, well, I've got 3 minions on board. No, it is Freezing Trap. And notice that I would prefer to get Aldor Peacekeeper back to my hand, just in case. But hey, it doesn't matter. Because, look, there is Consecration. Yeah, there we go. Beating a hunter. Beating another hunter. And this is the game that takes us into rank 9. Fantastic. Right. So far, we've looked at going from ranks 11 up to 9, having viewed a whole range of different games. So far, this deck feels really, really good to play. It feels solid. The only issue with this deck is the potential lack of early game. If you don't draw into it, you're in a bit of trouble. That's the issue. So, going up against another Paladin. And look, we've got early game. We've got the shielded mini-bot. We've got Muster for Battle. It's not too bad, but look, he seems to be flooding the board. No, not flooding the board, just playing 1 minion and then a secret. But yeah, this game is this deck is very heavy on the mid-game and the late game. That sometimes you just don't draw into your early game in the opening hand. Zombie Chow is in this deck, yet how many times have we actually drawn into it? See, it is a bit of a problem. Alright. Get down. Noble Sacrifice. Very good for him. Notice the commanding presence that he has on the board. That Secret Keeper is going to be really annoying. I need to deal with that sooner rather than later. But the question is how.
For justice.
I'm actually more scared of Divine Shield on the mini-bot because of the potential for cards like Blessing of Kings, for instance. So wanted to get rid of the shield. He'll have to double trade into my shielded mini-bot, which now has its shield back because of Coghammer. So that's actually really good value. Because now look at what I can do. I can attack the Secret Keeper. We've already seen 1 Noble Sacrifice. And that's Redemption. That's not good either. Oh dear, it's not good. Okay, so what do I do here? I have to play Muster. I need the board presence. It's so important. So Muster for Battle gives me board presence. Thankfully there was no consecration. He respects the Silverhand recruits, and look at that. Had he not traded, I would have played Quartermaster this turn and absolutely demolished him. I would have just gone absolutely mental, either trading or going face. But look, I have no choice. I have to play it, right? There's only one Silverhand recruit, but I've got to play it. And do you know what? I'm not going to trade with his Shredder. He can trade. If he really wants to trade, he can do it. I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going to go face. But look at my hand. I've got Justicar into Dr. Boom. That's really strong. Divine Favour there. Generally good for him, really. Yeah, it's good for him. Didn't draw that many cards, but when you're an aggressive Secrets Paladin, drawing any cards is a good thing, even if it isn't that many. So yeah, it's alright. It's alright for him. Okay, how do I do this? What secret is that?
For justice. The battle.
So there we go. We're going to clear as much of the board as we can. Debating whether to play Justicar or the mini-bot and Hero Power.
Welcome to the grand tournament.
Justicar is decent. Okay, it's Repentance. That's doesn't matter. Yeah, the Spectral Spider is going to kill Justicar now, but it's okay. Oh no, Knife Juggler, really? Really? Oh, Juggle missed.
Reporting for duty.
Juggle missed again. Okay, fair enough. Right. We're in a bit of trouble here. There's several choices here. We could go Shielded Mini-Bot, Muster for Battle, Hero Power, flood the board. We could play the True Silver Champion, kill something with it and get a bit of healing. Or we can play Dr. 7 because it's turn 7 and Dr. Boom is green. And Hearthstone Law says you play Dr. Boom on turn 7 when it's green. I don't know. That Shredder has 4 attack. That is going to be quite annoying. So I potentially need to kill that first. But if I kill the Shredder, it spawns a minion. He gets a juggle from it. That's pretty bad too. So do I want to ignore the Shredder? I can't ignore it. Or can I? Yeah, I'm going to ignore it. And I'm going to play Boom. If I pop the Shredder, he gets Wind Fury from it because he gets to play the minion that comes out of it on his turn. So when I say Wind Fury, it's like saying he gets a double attack benefit from it. Whereas now, if he attacks with the Shredder, the minion that spawns, he can't play. So like that 2/2 Crazed Alchemist there, he can't play it on his turn. So that's the benefit of leaving the Shredder alive and forcing him to make the trade with it. Right, this is interesting. He has a partial Christmas tree of secrets there. Consecration is going to proc Avenge. So this is the strategy behind this play. Proc Avenge, buff up the Mysterious Challenger. Wait for the secrets to do their thing, yeah. And then play Big Game Hunter. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What is that? Get down? Yeah, Noble Sacrifice. That's fine. Where will the Boombot land? Oh, it goes face. Right, I guess I've got to tank the Knife Juggler. No, I'm not. I'm going to trade. I'm valuing my health here. If I tanked the Knife Juggler with my weapon there, I'd be down to, well, 9 health. Sorry, 8 health. It's 3 attack. And we don't want to do that. There's Divine Favour. Now, again, just drawing 2 cards, that's not great value. But it's still value. It's still value, I guess. But look at what we've just got. Knife Juggler. Wow. We can go for that dream knife juggler muster combo.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Come on.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, come on. Really?
Justice.
I've got to tank more damage? Actually, that was a mistake. I should have hero powered first. That probably would have killed his taunt there, his minion. Okay, misplay. I took one extra damage to the face than I needed by tanking that minion when I could have played the hero power and hoped that the two other juggles hit. Okay, there's his own muster for battle. He's just going all out now. He's going all out with whatever he's got, trying to match my board, but it's not enough because I have the initiative on my board and I have Dr. Boom, and there's the win, and there's another bonus win streak. Tremendous. And there's rank 8. And there's rank 8. Really good. Okay. Now at this point, the game starts to become a bit more challenging. For a break, I decided to invoke other decks like Midrange Hunter, for instance, just to try that out. I won't be showcasing those games in this video, but if you do see my rank progression, the star progression being somewhat disjointed or uneven in the remaining videos, it's because I was playing other decks in between these games and was losing and winning with these other decks. But in this particular video, I'm just showcasing the Midrange Paladin.
Greet you.
So if at one point you see me at rank 8 in 3 stars, and then in another video you see me at rank 8 in 1 star, it's because I've lost 2 other games, often playing another deck. So yeah, you'll have to put up with a slightly disjointed bit of ranking in these next few games, but that's okay. So this is a Zulok. And this is a Zulok with a tremendous start. You heard me earlier complaining about the lack of early game. And that this is my complaint. No Zombie Chow, no shielded mini bots in my opening hand. It's quite unfortunate. True Silver Champion, though, coined out on turn 3 is incredibly strong. And notice I was able to get rid of the Imp Gang boss before it got tremendous value for him. So, okay. Nerubian Egg. Interesting, but slow. Interesting, but slow. Several options here. I could silence the egg, but I'm just going to play the Shredder. And none of those minions are worthy of being hit by my True Silver Champion, so we're going to keep it. We're going to keep the charge in our hand. There's the Knife Juggler. We may... Oh, what? Oh, Power Overwhelming. He's going to get a juggle from this as well. Oh, look at the aggression here. Look at the aggression. And this is really annoying. The Void Walker is blocking my True Silver Champion from hitting either the Knife Juggler or the Nerubian. This is really annoying. Really, really annoying. I've got no choice. I've got to attack. Not sure about Consecration here because the Nerubian survives and he'll get 2 Spectral Spiders from the Haunted Creeper. So I think Lower Theb is decent. And next turn I can play double Peacekeeper, double Follow the Rules. That should be pretty fun. But am I nearly dead? I mean, I'm at 25, sure, but look at his board. He's got 7, he's got 8 damage on board. Probably a Doom Guard or 2 in hand. And that Knife Juggler is really annoying. It's going to be quite threatening, it really is, because of the juggles. The Haunted Creeper will give him 2 juggles when it dies, so... What I'm trying to say is, am I going to be playing from behind for the rest of this game? 25 health may seem like a lot, but when the handlock starts flooding that board, like he did earlier, when he starts flooding that board, your health will evaporate very, very quickly. So I'm in a bad spot here, actually. But he's not playing anything. He's thinking. He hasn't got an easy answer. Well, there's Lower Theb. There's his own Lower Theb. Juggle goes to the face. So now he's forced to double trade. Okay, maybe luck is on my side there. And there are those juggles that I was talking about. And look, I'm now at 19. So yeah, I am dying very quickly.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules on Lotheb.
Reporting for duty.
I didn't go with follow the rules on the Knife Juggler because, well, I'm going to kill it soon anyway. Lotheb has 5 health. He's going to be difficult to remove. So, follow the rules is fine on Lotheb. His 5 attack is very threatening. So it makes sense to reduce it down to 1. But with the Knife Juggler, it's a 2 health minion that's probably going to die ever so quickly. Was there a point? I think I valued the Zombie Chow and the Sylvan Recruit as board presence over playing a second Aldor Peacekeeper.
My shield for Argon.
Oh dear. Defender of Argus. This is really bad. This is really, really bad, actually. Alright, there goes the Zombie Chow, healing him up. I need Equality Consecration. Because this doesn't clear his board.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
Actually, that's not too bad. That's really not too bad. The weapon there, the Light's Justice, helping me to clear another minion. I was worried about 2 minions sticking on the board there. This is actually not too bad. Now, all of a sudden, we're slowly swinging the game back in our favour. But look, he's flooding the board again.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Sea Giant. Where is equality when you need it? So in some ways I'm glad I kept the second Aldor Peacekeeper in hand rather than using it on the Knife Juggler like I was originally thinking. See, now what we're going to do is we're going to clear the board of most minions. And we're going to make the Sea Giant follow the rules.
Reporting for duty.
I'm going to save Sylvanas. Knocking his Sea Giant down to 1 attack is far more beneficial because we're stopping damage to our face. Look at us, we're at 9 health. We're nearly dead. We really are. All it takes now is a Doom Guard or 2 and I'm dead. There's Mal'Ganis. But there's the equality. Actually finally came through for me. So I could equality consecrate here, or I could equality and trade my minions in. Do I want to save the consecration? Because the mini-bot will trade and survive. Taking 1 to the face, well, I think is okay.
I have no time for games.
And there's Sylvanas, and, well, she has no time for games, as she says. So, pretty interesting board. Sylvanas will hopefully stop him from playing anything too important. Oh, he has the owl. Of course, he has the perfect answer. And there's the Doom Guard. Yeah, I called it. I was worried about it. There it is. I'm at 3 health. Oh dear. I think I'm dead.
Let none survive.
I think I'm dead. Well, I've got the consecration. So I can throw Sylvanas.
Last warning.
Weapon ready.
No, this is better. This is better than what I had in mind originally because Sylvanas survives. I was originally going to sacrifice Sylvanas into the Doom Guard.
Reporting for duty.
And then trade in one of my minions and consecrate, but this is much better because Sylvanas is a 5/4. She's better than what I had on my board before, so her surviving is the best outcome. And now I flood the board. But look, he can kill me. Come on, 3 health. What's he wait? Oh, right. I'm still in this. Antique heal bot. Back from the junk heap. There we go. Surviving.
Let none survive.
Surviving.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
Oh.
For justice!
Gosh, this is so close. We've seen one Doomguard. So what has he got? What else does he have? I think this is over. He'd need something ridiculous like Doomguard. Oh, he has it? What? I was about to say he needs something ridiculous like Doomguard into Power Overwhelming, and he actually had the combo. He actually had it. But thankfully the heal bot saved me because it brought my health total back up. And yeah, the Doomguard wasn't enough to finish me off with Power Overwhelming. So yeah, I survived. Whew. Well, that's an interesting game. Okay, another priest. So, let's see what this priest is made of. Is this a dragon priest or a control priest? So we've got some early game here. We've got the mini bot. We've got the muster for battle, which is pretty good. This looks like your normal standard control priest. No dragons included. Oh dear. The 4/7 injured blade master is now a not so injured blade master. Against any class, that 4/7 healed up with Circle of Healing is one of the strongest starts you can have in the game. It's so difficult to kill a minion with 7 health unless you've got equality. And I've got equality, so I'll be happy to use it next turn. He's pondering what to trade into, what to kill here. You saw him hovering over one of my Silverhand recruits. He respects Quartermaster clearly, and he needs to respect Quartermaster because it's in my hand. It's in my hand. I have a very simple turn here. I'm just going to use my equality here. I'm going to use it. And I'm then going to just tank the 4 damage, it's fine. I'm summoning another Silverhand recruit because next turn I want to pull off the dream. I want to pull off the Muster for Battle Quartermaster combo. Let's see if he can deal with my board before I pull off that dream combo. No, that is not going to deal with my combo. I'm sorry. Thought Steal, so slow. Way too slow. Right, to arms men. Here we go. How much damage is this? Oh, didn't even need to count it. It was enough to cause him to concede. And we're battling our way through rank 8. This is what this video is showcasing. And now heading into another game. I think this may be our last game for this video.
Uther versus Jaina.
Right,
You asked
a mage.
I will fight with honor.
And that opening hand is terrible. We need to mulligan everything. And that opening hand is partially terrible. We would have preferred another mini bot and the Chow in this, but hey, or a knife juggler even, or even muster for battle. But okay, at least we've got one shielded mini bot. That's some consolation. I'm not going to coin it out because we don't have a turn 2 drop. This mage is already threatening me, being aggressive. My response will be hello or well met. The ping. Now, is this freeze mage? I'm curious. If it was tempo mage, what would they have done? Mana worm? Mad scientist even? Arcane intellect. Freeze Mage? Don't know. Tempo Mages do also play Arcane Intellect, so okay, we're going to take a risk here. This is unlike me. Usually I only put the Murloc Knight out on turn 6 so I can play it and cast the hero power to get the Murloc value from it. But here I'm just going to play it as a 4-drop and hope he doesn't have anything. No, he has nothing. Tremendous. I was scared of a fireball there. It wasn't forthcoming. That's really good. Right, Murloc value. Right, that's rubbish. That is absolutely rubbish. Okay, that's fine. We're going to trade. And ponder what secret that is. If this is Tempo Mage, is that going to be Mirror Entity or Effigy? If it's Freeze Mage, is that going to be Ice Barrier or Ice Block? But we still don't know what kind of a mage it is. Now he's just playing more secrets. I have a strong sneaking suspicion this is Freeze Mage because you'd be expecting minions on the board at this juncture in time. There is nothing. It has to be Freeze Mage.
Reporting for duty.
Oh wow, that's the best one. Murloc War Leader, buffing all the Murlocs, so that's tremendous. If he can't remove this, Murloc Knight, the amount of value that I'm about to get with the hero power is just disgustingly tremendous. It really is. Do you know, I could play Quartermaster. No. Murloc value. Oh, wow. A second Murloc Knight with the War Leader on board already, causing both Murloc Knights to be 5 attack minions. Tremendous. The Emperor's on board. What do I do with him? Do I kill him? Or do I leave him? They always say it's dangerous to leave the Emperor on board, especially when your opponent has got lots of cards in their hand. So we're actually going to use a concentration there. Oh, duplicate. Really? So this isn't Freeze... This isn't Freeze Mage. What is this? Is this Echo Giants Mage? Now, I showcased that on my YouTube channel a couple of weeks back. That was a tremendous amount of fun to play. Yes, it is. It is the Giants Mage, the Echo Giants Mage. Okay, Polymorph on one of my Murloc Knights. It's okay. Frost Nova? But no Echo and no heal bot. I think we win the game. Well, that secret is probably going to be Ice Block. It's probably going to be Ice Block.
I have no time for games.
We will contest his Molten Giant with Sylvanas. Sylvanas is pretty good. It's going to make him think twice before he plays anything big on his board on this turn. Well, there's the Frost Giant, as to be expected. And, oh god, he's going to try and kill me by freezing my minions. That's really interesting. Thankfully, though, I have space on the board, and I can play the Aldor Peacekeeper.
Follow the rule.
The question is, which one do we want to follow the rules? Does it matter? Oh, we'll go with the Molten. Okay. So, oh, this is well played. Is he going to kill me? Does he have lethal? Does he have double fireball? Is that what he's got? 8 damage. 9 damage. 9 on board. There's the Echo of Medivh. He's going to get copies back. And he's just going to play them all now. Well, play the Molten Giant. Do I win this? Oh, there's some healing. That has to be Ice Block. So he's not dead this turn. So the issue here is I've got to try and heal myself out of lethal range, or I've got to play quality.
I wonder.
So many choices. Maybe I don't want to use equality here. Maybe if I can't kill him this turn, I want to save it for next turn. Because I'm scared of what else he may throw out to defend himself if he has taunts. So maybe I've just got to save the equality.
Let none survive.
We're going to use Sylvanas to steal something. Okay, she stole the worst one there. And I'm going to pop the block. There we go, we'll pop the block. He's got 8 damage on board. Please don't have double fireball. Please don't have it.
Well played.
Notice I didn't play the zombie chow because I don't want to be giving health back to the mage. That's a serious issue. So
I bring life.
Alex Straza, his own face and trade. Okay, at least he traded. That is something. Okay, that is something. The question is, how do I proceed from here? Do I have lethal? 11, 12, 13... No, I don't, do I? Maybe we hero power first. Is that what we do first? See what we get? And there are so many options. I've got Big Game Hunter too. Let's see what we get from the Murloc Knight. Alright, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Is that enough to kill him? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no. Okay, okay.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Right. The Big Game Hunter has the beast in his sights. And now we flood and we go face. And now we pray that he can't kill me. We pray and pray and pray that he can't deal with me on this turn.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Oh wow, that's one way of dealing with the board. And getting a secret up too. That's a really heads up play from the mage. Sacrifice your mad scientist to get a secret up and blow up your own sheep. Anyway, I'm scared of fireballs. That's what I'm really scared of now. Okay, we're going to pop the block.
Reporting for duty.
Oh wow, another Murloc War Leader. But we're actually going to trade there with the equality and the Murloc because we don't want to be killed by something ridiculous on the next turn. You know, let's say his giant plus spells killing me. So, yeah. That's not going to help him. It's not enough.
I've got the beast.
That's also not going to help him. It's not enough.
Shields up.
And that won't help him either. Because we have Consecration. Gosh, is that the second time we've got a parrot? That's so useless and ridiculous.
Well played.
Okay, there's the Consecration, which is fine, and he gives up. Marvellous. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, StrifeCro's Midrange Paladin. And these games are showcasing me going through rank 11 up to rank 8. As I said to you earlier, though, I was able to keep going with this, and I managed rank 7, going into then rank 6, and then with a little bit of help from Midrange Hunter, I hit rank 5. But all in all, this Midrange Paladin is incredibly solid. You just got to think about that early game, mulligan aggressively to get it, and then you'll be absolutely fine. as I progressed through the ranks with this deck, I did change things up a bit. I did switch out Lotheb for Harrison Jones, and I did try to run double Murloc Knight. I took out Sylvanas in favour of that. When you think about it, they are both 6-drops, because you usually try and play the Murloc Knight on turn 6, so you can play the 4-drop and the hero power. Okay, so it's like a 6-drop, and Sylvanas is a 6-drop, so I guess double Murloc Knight is slightly stronger. But all in all, a ridiculously interesting deck. So much fun, so many choices, so many ways of doing things. I had a blast. I really, really did. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Do check out StrifeCro's YouTube channel as well. He does have videos of him playing this deck, probably better than I am, actually. Well, he is a pro player after all, but do check out his channel. He produces some really interesting videos. But thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.